Everybody's throwing stones. Everybody's saying there needs to be health care. Give me one suggestion. Just say, okay, this is my answer. But I'm not even going to say it's reckless and risky. Just say, here's what I would do.
I'll give you three. How about that? I'll give you three. You got portability. Let's make health care more portable for people to take it from one location to another around the country. Let's create co-ops within small business communities so that you, me, and everyone on that set who has employees can go into the marketplace and get the best health care for our employees. Number three, let's make it so that the people who aren't employed or have an employer at the time can deduct their health care if they're not getting it through their employer. And I'll give you an extra one. Let's do tort reform. The administration talked very valiantly about tort reform and then 24 hours later took it off the table. Now you tell me, how do you do reform of our health care system without dealing with one of the biggest contributors to its cost?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I agree with you on all 4 points, but you can add up those 4 points and none of them are going to take care of the overriding issue, and that is the fact that health care costs explode so quickly. Medicare and Medicaid go bankrupt by 2019. And before you answer, Mr. Chairman, I love you, but be very careful. Those 4 issues will not cut costs.
You're absolutely wrong.
We cut costs.
Joe,
are you here telling me that if we do those 4 things, hold on a second, hold on. If we take those 4 steps, spare you?
Yes, come on.
Give me a CBO estimate of that,
Joe, if you do tort reform, you're not going to cut costs?
Yes, you're going to cut costs. You're not listening to my question.
You just said those 4 things won't cut costs.
No,
they will.
No, Michael, listen to me. I'm going to ask it again. How do those 4 steps take care of the cost challenges we have over the next 10 years and stop Medicare from going bankrupt?
Well, that's a
stop Medicaid from going bankrupt.
But wait a minute. Okay, that's a separate piece of the puzzle. That is part of it, but that's not. I mean, you're talking about the overall cost. Wait a minute. I'm going to ask you a question. You're right. Those things may not contribute to the reducing the cost of Medicaid and Medicare. That's a separate issue. This administration right now is not even telling you that they're planning to cut Medicare and Medicaid by some $400 or plus billion.
Okay, I'm obviously not being clear. I'm going to try this again.
What?
The major challenge, any economist, and I always say this when talking to Democrats and to President Obama, the major challenge facing health care is the explosion of health care costs as baby boomers move towards retirement. And let me be very clear. Those costs will not only cripple Medicare and Medicaid, they will also cripple our health care system, and they will cripple this economy. Well, my question is a simple one. What Republican plan is there to address those long-term systematic challenges that will crush health care, that will crush these systems, and will crush our economy?
Well, again,